Hi, welcome to Ocean Yumi's channel. So as you can see that I'm going to talk about the cult wives, Nature Boys cult wives. So let me just find the audio because then I can may have this conversation. Right. So as you know that the wives has recently come back out from their hidings, wherever that is. Pleading something. I don't know. I haven't watched the videos for long. I've only watched little bit of reactions on it.
Pictures anymore. We don't know.
So the wives has come back out to talk about helping Nature Boy because he's been in jail for about 2 years now. Most of the cult has broken up. You could kind of say, which I doubt. I don't think they have broken up really. I think some left because after they saw the police came and got Nature Boy, they ran. And then I would always stick to that because um, basically people like Solar, Aaron, or True, um, Shiva, Velvet, um, not so much Naturi. I'm trying to think of the ones who's left. And they they are ones like the wives like Aya, Malia, Zoka, and Eferu is the ones who still trying to get people to help Nature Boy come out from prison. But he's been there for like I said, 2 years, because of the charges that was put on him. Um, these women has always been the ones who's gone through the most abuse while being in the cult. Um, Malia was beaten up severely in the cult, from my understanding, to what was given through other channel holders having interviews with the members, and Zoka, whose baby we still don't know what happened to the baby. Eferu, however, was moved from member to member to member to member. Then she became Nature Boys, one of the base wives of Nature Boy, which is now the four of them. Aya was the one who always used to be the one who used to maintain his hair, cook for him, etc. Also give him the intimacy. They also had, being that how it was is a sex cult. Is not eating properly, um, things happening to the cult leader's daughter. This is only a synopsis of why these women continuously front for this guy. So yeah, it's beyond me basically. But then they do say that how even because they are so brainwashed, so conditioned, they will continuously work to try to get him out of prison. And yeah, I mean, there's loads of other stuff I could say, but at this moment, I'm not going to even go through it right now. It's just too much at this present moment. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the video. Let me see if it's high enough. Yes, it's high enough. Okay, so here we go.
Peace to the guys. Welcome everybody to the room. Come on in. We've got a few updates. We got a few quick updates. These are very important updates because, as y'all are aware, Chief is still in jail. Yeah. It's going on 2 years now. And so we want to give you guys an update on what's been going on. And it's not good. At the end of this live, we're going to be posting up numbers for everyone to call. We need everyone's help on this, because now it's a very crucial time right now, because his life is in jeopardy. It's in danger. His life is in danger right now. So we need for everybody to come together and to pull together all of our resources in order to help him. He's now, since his last bond hearing on November 3rd, he's been in the hole, which is what they call administrative segregation. It's the whole 24-hour lockdown. He can't get his commissary. They don't let him get books anymore. They don't even let us allow him to get pictures anymore. We don't know if he's getting water.
But remember, recently they did cut the connection between them because of them trying to get a drone into the jail. So these women right now are either regurgitating what they was told by the cult leader, i.e. Nature Boy, and as you know, Eferu went into the, I think she went into the prison just the other day, or the jail. I don't think I think she was in the booking area or the processing area because she got bonded out. So I doubt she would have been able to talk to him while she was there. So I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
Food. At what time is he getting food? Because he's all the way on the 8th floor. That's the highest level in the DeKalb County Jail. 24-hour lockdown. It's freezing cold in there all the time. Now, so we have been getting reports anonymously that the plumbing there is not working in DeKalb County Jail. So they sticking these inmates in there. They're sticking Chief in there in this cell for 24 hours with no plumbing. No running water. It's cold. No running water. They don't give them drinking water.
But that's why it's called a jail. It's not meant to be comfortable. Or do you not realize that? If you watch like 90 days, 60 days in other prison programs, right, you will see that how they don't live like comfortable lives. They all share bunks in one section of the unit if they're in a unit. I don't know. These girls really do live in fantasy island. But anyway, let's continue.
Water. This is a state of emergency. Yes. Because you cannot treat somebody like this. This is a violation of his human right. Human. Okay? You cannot have somebody in there and not give them water. You cannot have somebody stuck in a room and not have a toilet flushing, plumbing. Okay? So this, everybody, I'm just trying to stress this situation.
But when you guys was around him, right, he was kind of sticking you lot in corners and all this stuff and not allowing you to move certain places and all that. So all of a sudden now you realize that it's inhumane. But he was treating you like inhumane when you was around the cult, while you was around the cult. So it kind of is a bit, you know, you lot were kind of conditioned because of the abuse. Hold on, wait a minute.
Everybody, I'm just trying to stress the situation that this has been going on way too long. Okay? You cannot just take these people and throw them in here and do whatever you want to do. He hasn't even been convicted of a crime. No. He has human rights. Why is his human rights being violated? Like he committed a crime or something. He is being violated. He's not even being treated as a human being. A human decency with
Once again, ladies, he's in jail. He's in jail. Okay? He's in jail. Right? He's done charges. He had charges or before had charges that got him to where he was. He thought he was above the law, and he was saying that how the real ninjas is the one who's in the prison. Now he's part of that. Now he's crying. Considering all the atrocities what he done, as well. So why are you lot crying? I think you lot are not even supposed to be talking about him or something. I think they violated their what you call it. There's that thing what they got put on where they stay quiet or whatever. So these ladies here, is either he's feeling the push in there because he thought he had control in the prison, and now he's getting the awakening that how it's not as easy as he thought it would be, as he was stating that how the real, like I said once again, ninjas are in the prison. Now you're around the real ninjas. Now you can't take it.
A human being, a human decency with respect. All of that stripped away because you don't like what he says on a public platform. And he's not been charged with nothing. That is not right.
He has been charged with stuff. Numbers of channel holders have pulled up the charges. Okay. Plus the charges of other cult members, i.e. Juju and Jax, and I think Eferu. And he was charged with, I can't remember all by proxy, all of the names of the ones he was charged with. One of them being imprisonment, I think it is. Also imprisonment, right? So why are you not making that like as though he's innocent of that? And, the grape one. So right now you're talking rubbish. You're not making sense. It's either you don't know what your master has done, because remember you was doing the video saying that how the lady put false charges on him, right? And that's why they shut you down, right? So what? So I don't know why you're coming on here saying that how he's not being charged with anything. That's a load of rubbish. That's a load of rubbish right there. And these women do need to hang it up at one point because it's just getting ridiculous.
With nothing. That is not right.
That's inhumane. It is inhumane. And we just found out that recently, a couple of days ago, someone died in the DeKalb County Jail.
Yep.
So that is why we are coming on here to let everybody know.
And the one what they're using? They're using the one which I have put up on the community tab, the one about the guy who died of bed bugs in I think it's in the same Georgia, DeKalb County. Yes, it happened, yes. But they're using that now to say that how Nature Boy is not getting treated properly. Okay? Bear in mind, he's a prisoner. He's in jail. Right? Because I've heard numbers of men on different sectors spoke about what's it like in jail, including World News. Okay, so at this point, they are using this story now to pad the story to make people wanna call into the prison and do something about it. It's just ridiculous anyway. But anyways, let's continue and listen to the BS.
That is why we are coming on here to let everybody know the importance of you guys helping us check on him. Yes, we're going to post at the end of this download, we're going to post phone numbers so that you can go to jail and check on them. You can call and keep in contact with us, and we can work together to free him.
Every hour, call every hour. Every day. You call every hour for a day, every day, because we gotta work together as a people. We do. We cannot just let this go inside and let 4 women try to help an innocent black man. We need to collectively.
So now, what's happening now? As remember when Nature Boy has never looked at himself as a black man. At one point, he said he was an Instagram influencer, a guru. What else? The next one. He even said he was Muslim. He even said he was dealing with Egyptian. He even said he was dealing with Ifa. He even said he's dealing with a whole heap of stuff. Right? He's never indicated that he is a black man. Okay? So I don't know why you guys keep using that. Okay? Yes, he is a black man, but he don't see himself as that because of all the traumas he went through as a child. So you lot are just using that as a crutch right now. That's all I can say on that level.
We need to collectively come together and fight for what's right, because this could be you in a situation like this. You'll be like, oh my God, please help me.
Yes.
Help.
But you lot wouldn't help nobody, so what are you talking about?
Help. Y'all want to say you want to help people, but y'all wait till they dead. No help while he living. Help now. His life is in jeopardy. His life is in danger. We do not trust these people that is bringing him food, bringing him water. We don't know who these people are. They can have a vendetta against him.
Yes. And since we have been out on social media so much, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what type of bias or animosity that anybody has towards us.
Yes.
So for anybody to come on here and help us, that would be great, because we need help with anybody who knows anything about when their human rights have been violated. Who to call? Who do we contact? What kind of paperwork do we need to put in? All of that is needed.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing the research on our end, but we also are reaching out for your help.
Yes. Yes. We can make a group chat. Anybody interested? We have to be adamant. And
Oh yeah, I heard about these group chats. Because that's where you lot get your cash apps and stuff in it. Get your monies. Right now Malia's clasping her hands together and pulling faces as I'm watching the video. It's just like she's trying to show all emotions. She's trying to get into the emotions of people so that they can send money to Nature Boy.
have to be consistent and checking on him and making sure he can at least get moved, and just making sure that he's being taken care of.
Yes. Because we don't know what's going on in there. They barely they barely check up on him. Okay, and just for the simple fact that the conditions up there in this jail, there are people protesting outside.
Yes.
For the conditions that these people are suffering from in this jail.
Why are so many people dying in the DeKalb County Jail?
Yes, somebody died because they don't check on them.
Now, as they're saying that, I'm going to look up all this, what they're saying, right? I'm going to look this all up, right? But these women, they will cushion it and they will make it as dramatic as they can because they want him out of the jail, right?
Don't check on them. People who have medical conditions, they don't go and check on them, especially if you're in administrative segregation. You're in there 24 hours.
No one's coming up there.
No one's coming to check on you. No one's.
He doesn't eat. You can't sleep.
It's freezing in there.
It's freezing cold. And when you got everything stripped away from you, it's like you're being tortured in there.
Yeah.
So please, everybody, if you have any advice or
we need help.
We need help.
Have a heart? Do you have a heart?
Yeah, Zoka.
Do you have a heart?
Zoka is so dramatic. Oh my days.
He ain't do nothing bad at all for you to think he should die in a fucking cell. Help! This could be you.
Look at Malia.
He ain't doing nothing to deserve this.
Malia suffered the most under Nature Boy, and she's the one who is doing the most crying, pulling faces at the screen right now, like being the widow, when you see women who does protests for the men inside or prisons, she's the one who's pulling the most faces on this live right now. It's just crazy. She definitely has Stockholm syndrome. I definitely think that.
Call them, please.
Please call them, and if you know any way to get them out, if you know someone whose human rights have been violated, or you know somebody, your family, relative, anybody who has been locked up in jail and they have been withhold food, water, anything. There's a lot of people in there that come out of there and say that they don't give us water. Water. It is very essential, the human rights that are being stripped away from you. And people are in the comments saying that this is jail. Yes, it is jail, but you are still a human. You still have rights. You still have to eat. You still have to drink. That's you being in jail doesn't mean that people take that stuff away from you. You're sitting there awaiting a trial. Okay? You're not innocent. You're not guilty. But still you're being put in there and treated as if you are guilty, and everything being taken away from you as if you are. And it is not fair, and it is a violation. And we are going to fight to get this message heard. Yes. These updates are very important.
Now, someone talked about karma. All what he's going through at present. Now, think about it, okay? He used to starve them out. Some of them was less than 80 pounds, I think it was. It was very skinny because of the B6 diet, right? And they were going through it in the cult. The cult members was going through it. They were going through it. If you look at any video, you can see how small it was. Like some of them has actually, since they've been away from him, was literally put on weight, look better. They're not as gorp looking as they was. As you see in the picture or the video of him when he went for the last hearing, he's lost a lot of weight. He's got locks. His locks is barely there, whatever. And for her to say this, considering what they went through there on a daily basis, right? Because he used to go and eat like steaks and different stuff, and most of the members was just barely eating anything, like beans and rice, literally beans and rice. I'm sure somebody else can expand on it, because he put him through a lot of stuff. So when people talk about karma, this is his karma in more ways than one, right? So these women that is pleading and saying, come, help him, right? He wasn't helping anybody. He made out he was a guru, that he's here, he was the Messiah. So how comes the Messiah can't save himself? The Messiah needs lawyers. The Messiah needs things. And most of the lawyers don't even stay there for, I don't even know how long, right? Now, bear in mind, I just keep up to date with most of what's being told to me from other channels and stuff. So my gathering thoughts is that how, right, he's got a court appearance in February for what I've seen. So these women here crying, right? Most of these women been through a lot of violations while being around him. The women on the thumbnail, a lot of violation, right? Like I said, Malia beaten, had illnesses, real bad illnesses. Zoka lost the baby. We still don't know what happened with that baby because Solar's playing around. He ain't even telling, or he tells a kind of a story. Efaru, he used to hate her so much. He used to cuss her out on lives. He would belittle her. Aya, belittling. He said he didn't like her anyway. She went through a lot of things through the hands of Velvet and others. The list goes on. So these women talking like this is just, well, however you want to take it.
Yes. Because the state of his health is very critical.
Did y'all see him? I know y'all saw the news clip of him in that court.
Yeah.
Y'all seen how
he lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot.
The meals that they get, they say they get 3 meals a day. No, they don't. That's not enough meals to feed that grown man. That ain't nothing to satisfy him and give him the nutrients he needs to even keep
nutrients.
You miss a couple of meals. See how you feel. You sleep with no blanket tonight. See how you feel.
once again, there is people out there who's going through a lot of stuff. There's people on the streets. There's people who's homeless. There's people who's just really going through this, right? He's actually in a place. He's actually lucky he got 3 meals a day. Some people don't even have that. So I don't know why you're screaming to the top of your voice for. You're not making a point. It doesn't make you sound any more passionate, right? You can talk at a certain base of your voice without screaming at people, right? If you want to get your message out, you get your message out. No, don't have to scream at people, okay? Little girl. Oh, she's so annoying. Little girl screaming at the audience. Wow.
Get off your phone. See how that feels.
You get off your phone.
Everything's stripped away from you. Yeah, everything. And people, when people get locked up, a lot of people just forget about them. And we can't forget. We can't forget about Chief. Everything that he done.
What he done?
We have to be there. That's why we have this platform.
What he done? What good
we
he
have
do?
to stick together. We have to work together. They try to put a gag order out on us. Why nobody else is speaking up? We can call up there.
Yes. So please contact us. You know, I know that when we were previously on social media, everybody was involved. Still be involved.
Yes.
We still have the same contact information. Reach out to us. We are here. And we'll do the same. We'll reach out to you. But right now, we need all of the help that we can get. Because an innocent man is behind bars.
He ain't innocent.
Whose human rights is being violated.
He ain't innocent.
And anybody who has been in there, they know, they have similar stories of these things going on.
But he's not
Similar
innocent.
things of these jails. A lot of them are being closed down and investigated. The man died from a bed bug infestation. He got bit to death by bed bugs. You know, a man died from not being seen for medical attention. People have problems that they're being ignored in.
But this is further south as well. These are the stories. These stories you are bringing up is further. Think they're further south because I remember seeing that story. So I don't know why you're using this story, right? That's a whole different conversation right there. He's not even in that part of the state that you will bring up this conversation, right? Because I do know what you're talking about. You're talking about Pentonville. I can't remember what part that was, right? So you lot's gone and looked up a whole heap of worst scenarios in prisons, so you can bring this to your audience, so you can get him money for your master, for the cult leader. It's like, you know, you need to, like, when you're looking up something, make it make sense, because as people will say, make it make sense, like, because you're using other scenarios, other people, other stories. His story is different to their stories. He's actually guilty of what he did. He's actually guilty. I'm surprised they didn't take him for the PPIs, the PPI loans, etc. To be honest, right? Because he was doing a lot more than that. I mean, a lot more what was listed on the charge sheets, for what I remember. And I think they added more onto the charges. So, I don't know, you women, just using every single scenario they can think of.
In there. You can't do that to somebody. You can't throw them in there in a cell and just leave them in there to die. It's inhumane. People don't even treat animals like that.
But he went into solitary confinement because he nearly got unalived in there anyway. So he chose to go into, they put him in solitary confinement for his own safety. He actually asked to go in there because, like he said in a previous live, I can't remember how long ago, right? They tried to unalive him because I think he owed people something in there, right? And he got stabbed in the hand, if I remember rightly. But people can correct me, okay? Because I will take the correction, okay? Because they are using scenarios of past and present since he's been there. He's been in there like hot 2 years now. 2 years. And it hasn't gone to court. They mostly done like 2 or 3 hearings since then. And since then, the members are just going in and out of the prison, in and out of the jail, right? Juju and Jax being one of them. Then Eferu being another one. But like I said, she got bonded out, right? Probably by her mother. So what you're talking about is neither here nor there, right, at this present moment. You're just trying to bond out somebody who doesn't need to be coming out and causing havoc. He's a danger to society. That's what I got. That's my understanding. And he is a danger to society. Okay?
How do you fight for animal rights, but you don't fight for your own kind, for human rights? Nobody stands up for one another?
What kind of world is this?
That's how separated we have become as a people, that we have become so callous or so disconnected from the pain of our brothers and sisters that we just ignore or turn a blind eye because it's not happening to us. But it is happening to you.
Because it's happening to Nature Boy, this is why you are protesting now. Because whereas before, there was stuff going on while you and Nature Boy was traveling around the Virgin Islands. You wasn't thinking about nobody's rights. You wasn't thinking about no one's humans' rights. You wasn't thinking about none of that, right? You guys was training around, well, except for Zokar. I think Malia, Eferu, and Aya was going to Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and all sorts of places. You lot weren't thinking about no one's rights. Even when Nipsey Hussle died, I think he said something about Nipsey Hussle at the time. So he won't think about no one's rights or whatever. Once again. So I don't understand why you lot are bringing that up now, because it's hurting you now, right? You're feeling it now. You're feeling what has happened to most people who's either gone into prison who are innocent. But like I said, once again, he's not an innocent man. He is not innocent of none of what has been put, the charges towards him. Because even when he got caught that time in Georgia, right, he was prepared to put Jar Homie in danger because he said, "Oh, like I got a child in here." He was prepared to do that so that the SWAT team didn't come and get him. So at the end of the day, oh yeah, not like we're still not forgetting the contraband you tried to get into the jail, the rope one, the weed underneath the wig, which Juju tried to bring in, right? And I'm sure others will list because there is a big list, right? I'm just waiting for Fundi Fee to drop her opinion on this too, because it's just so ridiculous. Like, you lot weren't thinking about nobody's rights, nobody's human rights, right? You lot was thinking of getting your rocks off and eating good. Some of the members didn't even get none of the food that you lot was being fed, right? They was eating rice and beans or less. Okay, they had to make that spread across how many people? So basically, don't come on here making up noise, thinking that how right you lot are doing something for like an activist or anything, because you're not doing that. Don't even try to fake it.
It is happening to you. And we have to stand up for this. So everybody who knows us, reach out to us, because we need all of the help and all of the information that y'all know about what's going on. Yes. And so those are the updates that we have. You know, his human rights are being violated.
Yeah, she had to repeat that,
and
she?
Many others.
Oh,
many other rights.
Oh, Lord.
But we're going to look into that. And justice will be served. Okay. Because you can't treat people like that and think that you're going to get away with it.
All right.
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay. Whatever you say, darling.
So we are going to be posting a flyer after the live with numbers you can call. Be looking out for that flyer.
I won't
DM
be
us
posting
if you
it.
have any suggestions.
I won't be posting it.
If you want to be a part of the group chat where we're going to be calling up there every day. And if you just have any advice for us or what we could do in this.
They are very much trying to manipulate people into trying to get help for Nature Boy. Right? Medea said that how they're talking to the fringe group of the cult. Now I'm listening to it. Now I see exactly where she's coming from on that one, because she's not talking directly to the peoples. They're talking away from the peoples, and she keeps using human, inhumane, human violation, human violation, human violation. Yes, human violations do be going on in correction facilities. We know of this, right? Right? And and you shouldn't use other people's stories, because right, the Peytonville one was out during while Nature Boy was out, when the guys was not getting water in the prison, and they got hold of I think they got a phone in, and they was able to show that Peytonville had no water, even during the the Vaseline, if you know what I mean, right? They was showing that how some of the prisoners was unalive. They were showing some of prisoners was fighting inside of the facility. So if you're going to tell something, please tell the whole story, because I remember looking into that, because even one guy, how I can't remember, 2 years ago or a year or 2 years, 3 years ago, his sister said that he lost weight because he had got caught an infection in the facility, right? And he lost weight, and she was trying to find out how to get help for him. She also put out a plea similar to this out to people, but that one was for someone I can say, well, I think he did something, I can't remember the charge he did, but he literally lost a whole heap of weight. He literally turned into Skeletor. It was like a POW kind of situation, right? So they shouldn't use those stories to cushion Nature Boy's stuff, because Nature Boy, he did horrendous things to people. Now he's paying for it. In fact, he shouldn't even come out of the prison. He needs to literally stay in the prison, because he's a threat to people. He's not for the people. He never was for the people. He wanted the cash apps. He wanted the money that people used to give him. And he used to put out cash apps, and he used to violate the members on a high scale. So these women talking went through all that, putting them on display like an auction, dealing with them messed up, okay, in all shapes and sizes. So, and I'm not going to go into it, because if you know what happened in Carbonation, I'm not going to go into it. But there was many members and women that went through it, right? So even to a point where they said that a circle was formed and Velvet got beaten in the circle. Okay, nobody said nothing, right? And it's like most of them are still kind of scared to talk, right? They're still kind of scared to talk, or they kind of talk, or whatever. Like sometimes I see stuff and sometimes I don't, but whatever, it is what it is, right? So this is my reaction on the cult leaders' wives with their foolishness, because they're just on some stupidness right now. They've been trying to do canvassing for him for a long time, since he's gotten into prison, and they've not been successful. So at the end of the day, I'm going to leave this one here. Do not give these women money. I don't know about helping. I don't think you should help them. Right. In fact, I think they all need to be in prison. In fact, because most of them was involved in a lot of stuff. The death of Mama Dia, the death of Baby Love. Sorry, the unaliving of Baby Love. The list is continuous. Okay. So with that said, thank you for coming, and I'll see you in the next live. Take care. Bye. Oh yeah, please leave a